everyone, and welcome to Those Working Fangirls, where we talk all things nerdy, book, TV, movie, pop culture fandoms, and how they integrate into our adult lives. I'm Natasha.
And I'm Christine.
And today we're doing our annual AMA! Thank you for all the amazing questions!
Yes, thank you all so much for sending in your questions. If you don't know, we asked y'all on Instagram and on the Patreon for your cues for our annual AMA. We got a lot of really great ones. We're going to get through as many as we can today. And all the ones that we don't get through will be a bonus episode on the Team Edward tier of the Patreon. So that's going to be a fun time. And if you want to skip to the AMA, because we're about to do Snap Crackle Pop Culture News, you can look in the description because we always have a, what is it called?
Timestamp.
So if you want to skip to the main discussion, you can. But first, Snap, Crackle, Pop Culture News. Natasha, I don't know if you saw this because it happened today, but it was announced that Lily Reinhart will produce and star in the film adaptation of Ali Hazelwood's The Love Hypothesis for Amazon MGM.
What?
Yes! She's going to be Olive.
I don't know how I feel about this. This is really new information.
I love her now, and I'm excited.
No, I like her too. I just, in my head, it's Daisy Ridley and Adam Driver. They're so cemented.
Yeah, but I saw a picture. She posted a picture in like a lab coat holding the book cover. And I was
Wait,
like,
Elise said, wait, there's a reveal? Her hair in the reveal was so perfect too?
I mean, she had a picture of herself in a lab coat that she posted on her social media.
Did she dye her hair brown?
No, it was blonde.
Oh.
But like Olive on the cover has like a light brown anyway.
It's a level 5 brunette. That's dark.
What? It's a cartoon.
That's brunette.
Exists.
Okay, her hair does look a little darker. She's looking very. Oh, it's a wig, guys. It's a wig.
Okay. See, she did do something.
You know what? That cosmetology is coming in.
I was just like, she looks great. I'm excited. This is such exciting news. This means that I feel like they're pretty far along where they announced it. So there was a video too. I didn't even see the video. Like, this is so exciting. All right.
Oh, it's going to be at Amazon.
That's what I said. Amazon.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
How did I miss this?
You were at school.
I'm taking a million tests. Okay.
All right. Do you have something that you want to announce before I open up the Emmy nominations here?
Yes, I do.
What do you have?
Okay, this is really exciting just for me.
What is it?
Ryan Coogler confirmed on a podcast that he's working on an X-Files reboot with Disney. And I think that is an amazing combination, Ryan Coogler and the X-Files. And he said some of those episodes, if we do our jobs right, will be really fucking scary. So I'm really excited.
That's exciting.
So my thoughts on this, obviously, I'm a huge X-Files fan. If you guys didn't know that, I love this. It's like one of my all-time favorite TV shows. The thing about X-Files is that Gillian Anderson, David Duchovny made that show what it is, and it's their chemistry that I think keeps that show a classic, and how well received it was. I mean, the writing and the concept of it are so fun, and I love Aliens. I've always loved Aliens. But I'm excited to see. Yeah, I feel like that needs to be
front and center.
Front and center is these two FBI detectives. You have the cynic, and then you have the skeptic, and then the believer, and you need both of those. So I don't know. I hope that they cast it right, because I feel like that's going to be the big, like, if it's going to be good or not, if the casting is done well.
Okay, moving on. The Emmy nominations dropped today or dropped yesterday, dropped this week, y'all. And it was very exciting because there was so much stuff that we loved that got nominated. Adam Brody and Kristen Bell and Nobody Wants This, the show in general, all nominated.
Yay.
Survivor is nominated. Severance has tied for the second most nominations of all time for a comedy or drama. It has 27 nominations.
Oh my God.
That is tied with what Succession had. And then the only thing that's beat them is Game of Thrones.
So are they counting like in one nominated year that they had?
Yes, one nominated year. Yeah. Julie Andrews is nominated for an Emmy for her voiceover as Lady Whistledown in Bridgerton.
What category is this?
I don't know. I just saw like a news thing about it. I was like, that's so cool.
Oh.
I'm glad. The Last of Us has 16 nominations. White Lotus has 23.
Okay.
Hacks has 14. And Harrison Ford got his first Emmy nomination at age 83 for Shrinking.
Yay!
I just was so happy for everybody. Like Adam Scott's nominated for the millionth time. Jean Smart and Hannah Eidenbach, I don't know how to say her last name right, but from Hacks. Like everybody who did great jobs this year on the shows that I watch, nominated.
Oh wait, Metal says no acting performances for Andor being nominated is a crime. Oh my gosh, that's like that's like the best Star Wars show out there. So
It
that
did
makes
get
me a
like
little
6
sad.
nominations.
Okay.
Maybe other categories though.
Yeah.
All right. Well, those were my big highlights for the Emmy noms. Do you have something else in news today you'd like to share?
This is random, but Lee Pace was cast in Practical Magic 2.
Cool.
I don't know. I saw that and I love Lee Pace, so just
Yeah, I
wanted to
love
put
Lee
that out
Pace
there.
too. I love
I feel
Lee
like
Pace.
he's been in an Apple show for a bit, but I feel like I haven't seen him in much.
No, I haven't either. It's been a while. It's been a hot second. All right, today in Taylor Swift, this is like a very random news, but it was posted everywhere. There was an article from some site that said that there's rumblings that a Taylor Swift 12 would drop before the end of the year. And then the article changed a couple hours later, and that was taken out. They had to change the language. So the fact that they made them change it is curious.
Wait, say that again?
There was an article from like a music website that said that there are like seismic rumblings, I think that was the quote, of Taylor Swift 12 dropping before the end of the year. That's a new album of Taylor Swift's would be Taylor Swift 12. And then that sentence had disappeared from the article a few hours later. So someone made them change it.
All right.
And so it's just curious.
Oh no.
It's curious, was that Taylor that was like, excuse me, take that down because it's real? Or was someone on staff like, what the fuck are you doing?
Like fact checkers?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. But it was reported everywhere. Everyone was like, oh my God, there were seismic rumblings and now they took it down. What does it mean? All right. What else? There's a new Kesha album called Period out. Did you see? She owns her own label now, which is very exciting. Because if you don't know, Kesha went through a whole thing with an abuser of hers owning all her music. And she tried to sue and she did not win the case. And she was under contract with them for like 10 years, I think. And now she finally owns her own music and her own label. And did you know about this?
No.
Okay. And she has a song called Red Flag that I love, that I've been listening to while I've been writing. And it's really fun. I love a red flag.
Okay, I have a thing to say about music for the first time. Did I cut out? I feel like I can't talk because I'm just like, I don't know.
Well, it's not, they're just saying from before.
Okay. And then I want to move on because I don't feel like talking about it now for some reason.
Okay, you don't want to talk about Addison Rae?
No, because I'm out of it now.
Okay. All right. In other news, I have a new book coming out November 11th, 2025. I was going to say 1993.
Oh my God.
That's Olivia's birthday. And my ARCs came in the mail.
Oh my God. Louise.
I unboxed them today, so that will be going live sometime soon. But I couldn't, when I touched it, I was like, whoa!
That's so exciting.
And it's like nice and floopy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. And the little arc sticker is so pretty. It's not ugly.
How does
it
it feel
matches.
holding your book in your hands?
Feels great because I love this book. I'm so excited about it. I made some content today. It says November 11th on the side. It just feels like a special day because it already
a special day.
is Olivia's birthday, and 11/11 is such a nice number.
It is a nice number.
And so if you don't know already, 30, Flirty, and Forever Alone is my 4th novel. It's coming out this year. It is my adult rom-com debut. So this woman, Ricky, is turning 30, and she's always been like, I'm going to have my person by 30. And we're 6 months out, and she's like, fuck, I only have 6 months to find him. And she has 2 weddings on the weekend of her birthday, and she checks that she's going to bring a +1 to both weddings because she's going to have him by then. So she goes really hard on the dating apps for 6 months, and it doesn't amount to anything. Like there was this really poignant article that we were looking at for one of our episodes that was like, dating is the only thing that you can put 10,000 hours into and get absolutely nowhere with.
Oh God.
And like, that's so real and so frustrating. So she opens up very frustrated at these weddings where everyone's like, oh, you're bringing a +1. Where is he? And she's like, shut up. So anyway, she meets someone at one of the weddings, and then we roll from there. It is a rom-com, which is like a dash of whimsy, a dash of magic. So there's some stuff in there, and it is a rom-com. Like, it is romance, and there's a lot of comedy. You will be entertained. It's giving like the rom-com of the 90s vibes. And I love it so much. And I would love, if you're interested in reading it, if you went and pre-ordered it, the link in the description. It is wherever you buy books online. And there's an audiobook version if you like audiobooks, or Kindle, or you can get the soft copy. Cheyenne asked, are you going on tour for this one? I am going to be doing a few events. Right now, nothing is solidified, but like probably something on the East Coast, something on the West Coast, something in the middle. And maybe one more. So we will see. I will let you know when we get closer.
All 4 corners of the states.
I'm very excited. Not all 4, because the South.
Oh, yeah.
But at least 3 hubs
West,
there.
Mid, East.
Yes. We'll see. But I'm very excited. That's in November. And I will be at Romance Con in Toledo, Ohio, which is like a 1-day free romance con being put on by their library. And that's like right before the book comes out. So I'll definitely be in Ohio on November 8th for that 1-day free conference. And I'll be on a panel, and I'll have a table, and I will have some arcs and some swag, and you could come by and get books signed.
Yay.
Yeah. And what else? My little PSA about books. If you've read any of my books and enjoyed them, like I have a book called Attached to the Hip that's out right now, and 2 other books, again, but Better Together. If you've read any of them and enjoyed them, it's so helpful if you go to where you got them and review them if you enjoyed them, because that's how people find the book. Like, the algorithm will promote books that are getting reviews. And so if you've already done that, I really appreciate it. If you plan on doing that, thank you.
Woo.
Thank you so much. All right.
Please go review them.
All right. Natasha, you have any more for us?
I guess my sewing classes,
Yes.
I'm kind of, okay. So I had to wait till I graduated from school because it was a lot. But we did the 101 class a couple weeks ago. That's going to be up on my site to purchase if you missed it. If you weren't able to attend it, it will be sent to your email. I am bringing a 102 class into the class schedule, I guess. Am I popping?
Mm-mm.
Okay. And then I'm actually gonna do an intro to corsetry class, and then there's already a corsetry class up, which I think I'm gonna make more of an advanced class. Okay.
Ooh.
So there's a lot of stuff coming where the classes. I just got so many. There's lots of people at very different levels of sewing. Like people showed up, they never even touched sewing machine. Other people have had minimal amounts of sewing, and I know a lot of people want that corsetry class. So all that will be up. I will have a like big coupon for everyone for the Patreon, and I will give that to you guys once that's all set up. Now that I'm done with school.
Nice. Very exciting. All those links, y'all, are in the show notes. So you can always open up the show notes. There's a lot of shit in there.
Yes.
There's a lot of helpful shit. So you don't have to go searching for it yourself. Alrighty. I think that's almost all our news. Oh, I have one more quick thing that I'm moderating an event in July for Ivy Marie. She has written her YA debut is coming out on, I think, the 30th of July. I'm not sure if that's the opening day or not, but that I will be at the Barnes & Noble moderating her event in Huntington Beach, California on July 30th at 7:30 if you want to come.
I'll be there.
Cool. If you want to come hang. I'm excited to meet Ivy Marie. It's always fun to meet a new author, and I feel like she maybe has other things published. I have to Google her because it said young adult debut. So usually that infers that she's already published a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Now, let's see. I think that's all we've got.
We're going to Comic-Con.
We are. We're going to be at Comic-Con Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So if you're at Comic-Con, you can hit us up.
Let us know.
Let us know. We're going to move into what right now, though? Natasha, what have you been reading?
Great, big, beautiful tomorrow. Life.
No, Great Big Beautiful Life.
Listen, it really reminds me of the Disney song. So
I don't know what that is. Every time you say it, I'm like, what are you talking about?
And you've been to Disney World. Great, big, beautiful tomorrow. It's the song for someone knows. I haven't been to Disney World.
You don't even know.
I just know soon. I was listening to it a lot as I was sewing my Carousel of Progress. Thank you, Cheyenne.
Oh, is that at Epcot?
Yes. No, I don't know.
I think it is.
It's in Disney World.
Well, Disney World at Epcot.
Magic Kingdom.
Where the fuck is the Carousel of Progress?
I figured.
In Tomorrowland. Oh, is that thing that's above? Oh, I know what you're talking about. All right, it's been a while.
Yeah, we kind of had that in Disneyland, but now it's like the season of Force. I don't know, whatever. It's closed down.
It was like a monorail. Isn't it a monorail thingy?
I think it just goes around. Again, I haven't been, so I don't know.
It's been a long time for me, so I might be remembering it wrong.
Okay, it's not above anything. No, it's really trying. It's a carousel. It goes around.
I know it goes around.
It's not above.
I just feel like I was above stuff. Okay.
Anyways, really loving this book. Listening to it while I was sewing my Snow White gown. And it's been a while. It's been a while since I've sewed something and listened to a book at the same time, and it's fun. And I love being back in that life.
It is. All right.
By Emily Henry.
By Emily Henry. Great Big Beautiful Life. Yeah. I have been listening to Atmosphere again by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I'm so happy to be back, being able to listen to stories. If you haven't been following me at all on socials, maybe you didn't see that I was gone for a month. I went dark because I was finishing my book 5 first draft, and I finally handed it in on Monday. And so I've been diving back into like the pop culture world of stories. I've literally only been watching fucking Chicken Shop Dates and Hot Wings. And I was getting so sick of them. I was just watching ones I've already seen. Like,
oh my gosh.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm done with that. And now I could read a new book again. So exciting. I am really enjoying Atmosphere so far, but I'm not very far in yet. So I'm excited to get further. All right. What have you been watching?
Alex had me watch Blackbird, which is with Taron Egerton.
Yeah.
And it's about a serial killer from the 90s. And Taron Egerton is tasked, because he got caught for selling drugs, to befriend the serial killer and figure out where he buried these bodies and to find out more evidence, because he was about
a narc,
basically, like, in jail, and this, like, just to be friends with the serial killer. So because he was about to they were gonna throw out the case and he was gonna be free, and so he helped. It's a true story, so he helps them find evidence. And it's really good. It's on Apple TV. It's from a couple years ago.
Yeah, I remember.
What? 6 episodes. And then Taron Egerton is also in a show called Smoke that is new on Apple TV as well. And it's about a serial arsonist.
Do you not know what any of these are about?
No, apparently not, Alex.
Being fed by Alex. It's like you have something in your ear.
Listen, it's been a week. Just like you, I've had very little brain power.
All right. So yesterday was my first day off since handing in the book, and I watched The Bear all day. And The Bear season 4 was so fucking good and just so beautiful. There were so many beautiful family moments that just had me crying, and it really captured tears. Like, so many relatable. Like that wedding episode,
so good.
The table, like every time it was hysterical or adorable. Like that picture, I was just like, oh my god.
No, we were watching. I guess I haven't talked about either. How I finished The Bear at all. No, there's a whole episode too with Jamie Lee Curtis, and Alex and I were sobbing.
Oh yeah, I was crying too. Yeah,
I think anybody with a parent that has issues always is, you're gonna feel something.
It was very emotional. And there were so many moments like that where I was just sitting there like, oh my god. I kept texting Natasha like, this episode, tears. She was just like at school, never responded.
I see it. I'm like,
yep, I got it. The snow, like, I love the surprise. I love Richie. Like, I'm obsessed with Richie. He's my favorite character on The Bear. He's gone through such a beautiful arc. He has just such a great character. So layered, so rich. I also really love about The Bear how everyone, like, they don't go out of their way to make anybody look like especially beautiful. They just look like people. And then at first you're kind of jarred by it, and then you're like, realize that people are beautiful and they don't need all that shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're very real looking in the show. And like, they don't shy away from people's like wrinkles or like under eye bags or anything like that. And by the third episode of seeing it, I was like, these people are also fucking beautiful. And we've just been programmed to be so like when we see anything. And I wish that more TV shows were like this, because it programs our brains to not think like that. And to appreciate like everyone being beautiful because they're different, being beautiful because of like their flaws in their skin and all that shit.
And it's funny that you point that out, because I definitely noticed that too. And in my mind, I was like, oh, I wonder how these actors must feel to be like portrayed with all of your, like, you can see everything that every flaw, it's not a flaw, it's just how just your skin faces.
is. And you see it, like the sister Sugar. By like episode 3, I was like, she's so gorgeous, but like she looks tired, but she's still so beautiful. You know what I mean? Like, she just had a baby in the show, so they have her looking like a little run down, but then like, I'm like, she's so beautiful. By like 3rd episode, I'm like, look at her eyes, like look at like the lighting, she looks luminous. Like it's just like, we're programmed by TV, everyone looking fucking perfect, to think that people aren't allowed to have anything on their skin at all.
Yeah.
Like, we have to be like perfectly smooth everywhere. And it's really healthy to be shown normal fucking people that aren't that, and to realize that they are beautiful the way they are.
I think that's also like social media now is more filtered and fake compared to a television show, and how that's completely shifted from, you know, when we grew up, when it was, you know, the TVs, the movies, the magazines, and now it's the stuff that we curate as humans and individuals, what we want people to see.
Yeah. Like, it was crazy to see Brie Larson look like a person that you would see. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, she looks so normal. She's still so beautiful, but she doesn't look like she's made of like porcelain, you know, like she does in the Marvel movies. Yeah. Everyone looks so down to earth, and it's celebrated the way that show is shot.
Yeah.
And I think that's really beautiful. All right. Movies. Natasha, you're the only person who's seen movies because I didn't have time. I just watched them there.
We went and saw the new Superman by James Gunn, and I absolutely loved it. What?
I said I want to see it so bad.
It was so good. I still have to say I love David Cornsweet. He is his own Superman in his own special way, and he's so handsome and so fun and such a great actor. And the relationship between him and Rachel Brosnahan, who plays Lois Lane, is amazing. It's great. I love what they did with the film. We really get thrown right smack dab in the middle of him being Superman. We don't need all that backstory, which is nice. And it's so fun. And there's a huge cast of characters, which I didn't expect. Like, I think everyone has their own special moment in the film. And I want to quickly point out Eddie Gathegi, who plays Laurent.
Is Eddie Gathegi in it?
Yes.
Oh my God.
He is Laurent in Twilight, and he has, like, he shines in this film, and it's so exciting, I think, as like Twilight fans to see that.
I haven't seen him in so long.
What's his character? What's he play, Alex? Mr. Terrific. Anyways, I can't wait for you to see it, Christine, because he's so good in it.
Oh my God. That's so exciting.
Yeah. And then Alex and I came home. We were on a high. We loved it. It's like, the dog in it is great. I thought the dog was gonna be weird and like I don't know, kind of like,
say no more.
Yeah. But you know how like the cat in Miss Marvel, or the second one, was like,
I never saw it.
Oh, okay. Well, the dog was great and just amazing and funny and hilarious and the best. Alex and I went home and rewatched Man of Steel. Now, I will forever and always be a Henry Cavill girly. Everyone's like, Henry Cavill's the male gaze and David is the female gaze. I'm like, no. They're for everyone, okay?
What? Yeah.
And I know I love Henry, but rewatching Man of Steel, so much freaking action. Not enough dialogue. And I knew I never loved that movie. I just love Henry as Superman. And I want to say my only critique of the new Superman is I don't love his costume. And they made his hair. This is my expertise, so let me stand on my pedestal and speak about it. They made his hair too dark, and they didn't tint his eyebrows dark enough, and it was bugging me the entire fucking time. And his costume was really bulky. David spent so much time in that gym. He got really big. He's 6'4", and it looked like he was velcroed in this like very thick costume. And so I didn't, and like the little underpants were really cute. I love that they brought that back, because Henry was only the blue suit, but like you couldn't see his muscles.
Oh.
And the cape material that they used, only I would see this. I thought it was too heavy. It didn't drape enough. It wasn't epic enough for me.
Okay.
But yeah, I think I would have done something much different for his costume. It makes a little bit of sense, but I think I would have liked to see a bit more definition, because I literally went like in social media, I'll reshare the post on my Instagram. When he goes and like crosses his arms, you can see this costume just buckling. And it doesn't feel like he's going to have enough movement. To move. I just have to, be on my high horse and talk about that for a second because it bothered me.
All right. Valid.
Mm-hmm.
Valid. I just wanted to say that The Summer I Turned Pretty came out today.
Did you watch it?
I am almost done with the first episode.
Oh my God.
This was crazy. I don't know if this happens in the books. This isn't a spoiler because it happens in the first 4 minutes.
No, don't say anything. I haven't seen it.
Can I just, it's not like something big like that. It's like, there's a time jump.
Oh, how much?
3 years.
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
I was like, wait, what?
I don't like that.
Okay. So, interesting. Now I'm like, what happens in that book? Does it jump 3 years? That's curious. But I'm excited to keep watching. I'm excited to rewatch. Like, it's been too long since I watched the first season, the second season. I miss them. Mm-hmm. But anyway, I'm excited to see Superman. I really, really miss that I haven't seen it yet.
We have to see it together because I need to see it with you.
You want to see it again?
Yes. I want to see it again.
Cool.
Also, I have to say, Alex and I showed up. It was the one time Alex and I decided we're like, we're going to go later because we don't want to sit through 20 minutes of previews, and I don't want to see the fucking Hail Mary trailer in front of it.
Okay, if we go to the panel at Comic-Con, you have to start listening.
I have to start listening to the book. I know. But we show up, we miss the first 5 minutes of the movie, and we never do that.
You missed the first 5 minutes? This is crazy.
But the theater we went to was showing it in every single theater, so we just popped back in and watched the first 5 minutes.
All right. Okay, we are going to move into our AMA, folks. But right before we do that, we just want to thank everybody out there listening. We really, really appreciate you being here with us. We love our podcast family. If you don't know, we're on YouTube. If you like to watch the show, we are at youtube.com/@those4kingfangirls. You could subscribe for free there and never miss an episode. And we also would love it if you listen to the show, if you follow us for free in your favorite podcast listening app. So in Spotify, you could just click follow. In Apple Podcasts, there's a follow button everywhere so that you don't miss any episodes. It just notifies you when there's a new episode, which is great. And we'd love when you interact with us. So if you have any commentary, you can comment on Spotify. We get those comments. We appreciate them. We take it in. On YouTube, super easy to comment. And if you enjoy the show, it's super easy to rate the show on Spotify. And if we get 1,000 ratings there before the end of the year, we're going to post videos of us pieing each other in the face. So there's a reward.
Wait, what are we at right now? I know
we're at 780 maybe or something. On Apple Podcasts, you can review us as well. We really, really appreciate it. Just like with the books, it pushes things in the algorithm when there are more people reviewing it and actively engaging that they like it. Mm-hmm. So thank you if you've done that. We really appreciate it. Yeah. It doesn't have to be anything elaborate. Anything helps. So thank you. Mm-hmm. And if you don't know, we have a Patreon, and that's why we can do this show. We have people like y'all supporting us on the Patreon. There's 3 different tiers there. At the first tier, Team Jacob, you get Fangirl Tea Time, which is our extra half-an-hour show after every episode where we tell stories about things going on in our lives. We dig into deeper topics having to do with what we talked about, or maybe having to do with something completely different. So at the Team Jacob tier, you get the archive from episode 120 on of our Fangirl Tea Time. If you would like to go back and listen to all of them, that's available at the Team Polis Bananas tier. The rest of the archive all the way back to episode 1. And there's lots of other perks over there. But at the bottom level, Team Jacob, get Fangirl Tea Time from 1:20 on. You get the show with ad-free. And you get to come watch recordings. Live. Yeah, watch live. Put your 2 cents in. Be a part of the conversation. We love the live chat. We reference them all the time. And it's a lot of fun getting to know you guys better. And that's how we get to know everybody. Yeah. So, thank you.
Now that Christine's done with her book, I'm freaking done with beauty school. We're going to be revving things back up in August. Yes, so
we're excited. We got lots of fun episodes coming up. An author interview coming up that I'm so excited about. It's going to be a fun time. All right. Moving into our main discussion. If you are a patron, thank you so much for supporting the show. We love you so much. And I didn't say that, but if you're just listening for free too, we love you too. But the support lets us do the podcast and we really appreciate it. But if you're a patron, we're going right into the main discussion. If not, we will be right back after these messages. And we're back with our AMA. All right. So, our AMA. Our first question, we want to alternate back and forth with the questions, Natasha, asking them.
Yes, thank you for putting this together because I definitely did not touch this and I haven't seen any of these questions.
Okay. Well... I put this together the other day. All right. So for Christine and Natasha, what is the last thing you have watched, read, or listened to that you would say has been life-changing?
I feel like for you, it's going to be Allie Hazelwood.
I mean, I don't know if it's been life-changing. I mean, it's definitely like really helped me gain more of a foothold in romance. But I wouldn't call it like something that changed my like brain DNA. I think it gets harder and harder for something to do that the older we get. And it's rarer.
Yeah.
And when it happens, it's really magical.
Yeah.
Do you have something?
I don't know. I feel like it's... I don't know. I mean, maybe like Sarah J. Maas, but that feels
like too old.
It feels too old a little bit.
Honestly, I want to say Addie LaRue.
Oh, yeah.
The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue had a profound effect on my psyche, as did the Hail Mary Project. That's why like the ones I talk about all the time are the ones that were really special to me. And I would also say Ninth House. Ninth House and Hellbent. I really felt those deep in my soul in different ways, that they made me think in different ways and pushed me in different ways mentally. Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I want to say, like, I would like to say a movie, but I don't know. Like, nothing is...
Because there's too many movies in your head. Like, if you take a quick look at your movie list. Did you start making a movie list this year?
No.
Oh, my God. You need to make a movie list.
I know.
You watch too many things. Yeah, I can't even remember what... Oh, okay. I'm, like, looking at the movies. I'm like, what is this movie? Catching Fire changed my...
Oh my God. I do think though, like Allie Hazelwood's books have been the things that I look forward to the most and I love.
Oh my God. Sunrise on the Reaping was very, very moving, but I don't think it changed my life, but it really hit hard.
I mean, I could say Bridgerton because that came at a time when, I mean, I've always loved historical fiction, but the aesthetic, watching Penelope be a plus size lead and finding love, all of that has been very life changing. And it kind of like harkens. The last thing too that I watched, I remember because we just rewatched Man of Steel and Batman vs Superman, but like watching Wonder Woman, like a woman fight on screen was also very life changing in the same way that watching a woman who looks like me fall in love is life changing. Yeah.
I would like put Infinity War on this list because that was the first time I saw an ensemble cast movie that I was like, this is perfection. And it ends in a way that kicks you in the stomach and knocks the wind out of you. It's really, really great writing. And it's so funny. All right.
Next.
Natasha. Want to do this one?
What's the soundtrack of 2025 so far?
For you. Do you have a soundtrack, a song that like you feel like has marked your 2025 so far?
No.
Nothing?
I don't listen to a lot of new music.
I know. It doesn't have to be new.
Come back to me.
Okay.
You go.
All right. There's this one song that I feel like is going to be at the top of my Spotify Wrapped because I've listened to it so many times. And it's this random, I saw the artist on TikTok. I don't know how big they are. Like there's these two women and they're called IDER and they have this song Mirror that has had a profound effect on me. And it has this amazing bridge that is like so fast. And I just was, I couldn't stop wanting to listen to it. And I was like, I'm going to learn all the words to this and I'm going to use this song to promote one of my books somehow.
Okay.
I've yet to, but I know the whole bridge now. And here, I'll just play a little bit for you. I'll play the bridge.
People love, people leave, people let down, people show up, roll up, people grow up, people move out, people disappear, people don't change.
But it's so good and like profound, you know? Like it's one of those things that I just listen to and I like get in my feels. And I love it. And it has been just like on repeat since the beginning of the year. So
Okay, weirdly enough, I will say that
should I just say, Emma, just keep like 10 seconds of that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Weirdly enough, I feel like I've been revisiting songs that made me feel a certain way. Like I have been re-listening to Running Up That Hill a bunch recently.
Okay.
Lots of times this year I've been really working on my singing voice in the car. And so I do use that time to try like do new different things. So it's been really fun like re-listening to that and singing to that song. And then also revisiting the La La Land soundtrack.
Oh,
is so
nice.
fun.
Yes, it is. It always is. All right. Okay. Do you have tips for living by yourself? I just moved into my own place and I'm still getting used to it. Can be practical or have to do with mental health. My biggest tip for when you're getting used to it is to listen to audiobooks or podcasts of people that make you feel comfortable or make you feel like you're with friends. Like when I first moved here, I think I was listening to Dear Hank and John all the time or an audiobook. And they really helped me feel like I was in a place with people. And also I would call my friends, but some people are busy. But make phone calls to people you love and have stuff playing in the background. That's how you kind of quell the quietness of it all in the beginning. Yeah.
I don't live by myself, so I don't think I can answer that.
I meant to group these two together because this is kind of similar. Like, how was your cross-country moves experience? Would you do anything differently? I'm 23 and I'm making a similar decision in the future, but moving away from my family and friends is terrifying. I feel like my cross-country experience was right before I got super sick. It was really stressful, but like I wouldn't do it differently. What was good about it is like I didn't drive. I shipped my car and I filled it up with my books. So like that's how I got my books across the country. It was a car full of books being towed across the country. And I also put my rolly chair in there. So that was our only piece of furniture when we got to the apartment was my rolly chair because I had put it in my car. And my car got delivered the day that Kat and I got to LA. The other thing that I think is really important was I was moving across the country where I knew a couple people. So I was moving in with a friend and I had Natasha here. So I wasn't going somewhere where I was completely like open-ended, which I think would have been much more mentally
Scarier.
taxing and difficult. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also have an uncle out here, which like he's an hour away, which is just kind of reassuring to know that there is family somewhere drivable. So my best advice is if you're not, I mean, I wouldn't want to drive across the country. And move somewhere where I don't want to say like make acquaintances, but like I would want to know somebody there so you have like some sort of a stake in the ground, like you're tethered somehow instead of floating alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
If you were born in a different period of time, what period do you think fits you the most, and what do you envision your daily life to be like?
Do you have an answer for this?
Well, I mean, here's the thing, guys. Do I want to wear historical fashions? Yes, I do. But do I want to live in the time when there's no plumbing and
die from diarrhea easily?
Yeah, and there's all that missing, and I don't have a Claire Fraser to come
with an immunization.
Yeah. So, I mean, probably then in that case, maybe. And also like women's rights,
there's not many eras that I'd want to
really
go back
like living
to
in
for
the era
real.
that I'm in.
We belong here. If you had to choose to be an adult in a different decade, like I feel like I'd choose like the 90s.
I'm just going to forget all that, and I'm just going to go based solely on fashion, and I'm going to go the late 1700s.
Well, late 17. I thought you were going to say the 70s.
No.
1700s. That's rough, man. That's a rough time.
I want to be in. Well, no, I don't.
Do you want to be in America before it was America?
No. I was going to say I want to be in France, but then they all got beheaded, so probably
oh my
not.
God.
I don't know.
Well,
maybe. What if I want to?
1776. You
know
want
what?
to marry Hamilton? Have
You
all
know
his
what?
Children.
Hold on. I want to be in ancient Greece.
Oh, God. Ancient
What?
Greece.
I just keep bopping around. I don't know. Just keep moving. Every time I find a little bit of danger, move on.
People are gonna like die at like age 20. Oh my God. All right. Next question. What's your chill routine? Like, this is a day I need to rest. What do you eat? What do you watch? Natasha, you have an answer?
What's your chill routine? Let's say I stay in bed all morning and I'm on my phone and I'm reading. And then I decide to get up for the day and I'll change.
Too.
What do I eat? Well, it depends. Am I going to make something or am I going to order something?
If it's a chill day, you usually want to order something.
Yeah.
Right?
So I'm going to order food. But I don't know. I love my home cooking. So honestly, if it's a chill day, though, I like cooking. I'd rather not cook when it's on a chill day. So then I'm going to make my pot roast and mashed potatoes.
Ooh, I'm going to come over.
Yeah. And then put on some candles and have a movie night. And then I'll make a little dessert, like my peanut butter Rice Krispies or something.
Love that.
Oh, what do I watch? A rom-com.
Yes. Yes. For my actual birthday this year, I'm going to have a chill day. And my like perfect chill day consists of like having a relaxing wake up era where I can chill on my phone for a bit. And then getting up and getting dressed and looking cute, and then filming, and then going to the bookstore and getting a nice matcha.
Oh my
And
God,
just,
this is so productive. I don't even leave my house.
like wandering the bookstore with my matcha and looking at all the books, and then having a nice dinner out and all, and then coming home to edit the video or any pictures.
Where's the couch rotting? Why is
on like a nice chill day, I like to do things because like the couch rotting is when I'm dead. Like that's a dead day after I've been like not sleeping, you know? A chill day, I want to like go to the bookstore.
I can tell you guys right now, Christine just worked her butt off with this new book, and she had one day, and she said to me, I've just been on the couch all day. I feel like I need to like do something. And and she had already gone to the grocery store. She already did. I'm like, can you just sit and do nothing?
I watched The Bear.
At least she took a nap for an hour.
I did. I was so tired. I was like, I got onto the couch. I was like, here we go. We're going to watch The Bear all day. 1.5 episodes in. I'm dead to the world.
Good. You needed it.
I did. But I like to, if I'm not productive in my free time, then all my time is spent like writing. So I have to be productive in other ways.
I need a free day and a rotting day to be able to be productive. So that's how I reset.
Yeah. My rotting days are like the days that my body's like, fuck this.
That's when you are at major burnout.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
If you could have a superpower, what would it be?
Okay. So for so long it was teleporting, but I honestly would rather, I think, have, Claire from Heroes, like she has spontaneous regeneration. So like anything can happen to her and it heals instantly.
Okay.
I think that's a great power.
I feel like I've always said mind reading, but I don't want that anymore.
So intrusive.
I don't want mind reading. I feel like I want like a superpower where I don't get tired.
I feel like that's Claire. I feel like Claire has the best superpower. She's immortal. Like she doesn't age. She can do anything and then heal really fast. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like living in the Scythe world where she doesn't have to worry about getting hurt.
Yeah. Or like something where I can read something, like be like super comprehensive.
Yeah, like super smart.
Yes, I want a big smart brain.
Yeah, that's a great one too.
But also, I want to be like human still, because I feel like people who are really smart
get really
aren't
mean.
really in touch.
Yeah, with humanity. You gotta like walk the line.
So maybe it's just more of like, I read something really quick, understand it, learn a new skill.
You can retain stuff
fast.
really fast too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, process things really fast.
Yeah, like in the Matrix where they upload something into your brain and you just know. Okay.
All right. Let's see. You ladies have had great successful careers using social media. Any tips or advice on how to use social media for a small business / artistic person? How often do you need to post? Are there days / times of the week that are better for posting? Any important things you've learned that you feel would be helpful would be greatly appreciated. I feel like for this, the biggest tip is you have to use social media to know how to use social media and what's working, but then make it your own. Like angle it toward whatever your thing is. But in terms of like posting, just have some sort of schedule that works for you. Don't kill yourself, because then the content will go downhill.
Yeah. I laughed because I haven't had a schedule, and it does show. Like I think
it showed for me too. Like when you stop the schedule, the momentum stops.
Yeah. So, I mean, I was trying to post maybe 3 to 4 times per week before school started. And I usually post between like 9 to 12, but you can go on your insights and check when people are most active. But of course, if you're growing, that's always going to change. So you just kind of have to figure out like what works best for you and then go off of that. And also like use your analytics to your like advantage. I think analytics have grown so much since Christine and I started, and you can get so much out of that. Like you can literally see when people are online, like what time of day, and then post to that.
Yeah. what was working really well for me, but now I had to stop because of my writing deadline. But like for a half second, I was doing like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but I would be flexible on one of those days so that at least if I posted twice the week, I would be like, we did it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's really helpful when this is like one of many jobs.
Yeah. Any important things you have learned that you would feel would be helpful? Like definitely try to write down your lists of ideas for content.
Oh yeah.
And figure out like what, I mean, this is like a typical social media, but figure out what your pillars are, like the main content that you always make, and then the supporting content around that, and figure out what does well. If one of those is your pillars, if one of like what's the supporting content, then make that your pillar content. So like, for example, when I sew something, I usually do I usually tease what I do beforehand, and I show pictures of everything, and I get people excited and letting them know like this is what's coming, this is what I'm working on. And then I do the making of video, which takes me a lot longer because obviously I have to make the whole dress garment and edit that and post that. And then, of course, the reveal, and I try to do different things with each project that I make. So trying to figure out, like, what are those pillars in your content so that you don't feel like you're floundering all the time.
Yeah, it's kind of like nailing down what people respond to best from you. So, like, that for Natasha, she's got, like, her sewing pillars. For me, it's, like, book stuff, and then Taylor Swift-related stuff, and like comedy stuff that has to do with books and Taylor Swift. Like I will post about my own books, but I know that like what's going to do best is something that's angled about books in general or angled about Taylor Swift. So like, and I see a trend that I'm like, I want to do that. I'm like, how can I angle this for like my audience and something that I think would be funny? If you don't think it's funny, don't do it. If you don't think it's good, it's not going to hit with other people. It could be really simple and you're like, that's fun. It doesn't have to be like elaborate, but like do what you think is fun, because that's what's going to help you find your audience.
Yeah. And don't base everything off of going viral.
No.
I feel like a lot of people in our lives try to do that. Yeah. And that stuff is going to get numbers, but you want to grow an audience. You're trying to grow like a relationship with people.
Yeah.
So let people in.
That's something that I feel like is kind of people are confused about in this day and age, because everyone likes to talk about virality, but people follow you when you have a viral video because you have other videos that they like about you as a person. And they want to know who you are and what you're about so that they can relate to you and not just like a viral shot in the dark, you know. All right. Is it your turn? Yes.
What was your first celebrity crush?
What? Who? All right. My first celebrity crush this is my second time bringing up this 2006 show Heroes. But mine was Peter Petrelli, played by Milo Ventimiglia. I fucking love him. I still love him forever. Obsessed with Peter Petrelli.
Mine was Brendan Fraser from The Mummy. So I feel like Christine and I are on the same level there.
When did you watch that?
Very young.
See, I don't think I had a celebrity crush till I was like, how old was I? Like 15, 16?
Yeah.
Like I wasn't obsessed with any actors until then.
Well, then I saw him in George of the Jungle, so it was like it was a twofer.
Double whammy. All right. What?
Well, what about Captain Jack Sparrow? How old were you? That was 2004.
It was like 2006 when I was obsessed with him, I guess, because of the second one.
Where you were 16?
Yeah. I don't think I really had celebrity crushes till I was like 16, 15.
Okay, well, my next one would be Edward Cullen.
Yes. Well, that was a little older for me.
I was 14.
I was 17 going on 18. I was 17 going on 18. And Rob was 23. All right. Do you remember Rob being 23? And I'm like, oh my God, he's so old.
I don't, but I do remember Taylor Lautner turning 18 and feeling sad because I was only 16.
I remember feeling like, oh, he's a little younger. Meanwhile, he was like 1 year younger.
Right in the middle of us.
Oh my God. All right. Oh my God. Okay, I don't think this one is relevant. Where would you both like to travel next?
Oh, Greece and Italy, baby.
Italia, baby. We want to go to all of Italia and eat all of the food and see all of the sights, and also Greece. We both want to do this trip. I feel like as soon as we have like
a little bit
more savings, we are going to fucking Tuscany. I want to go to Capri. I want to go to Sicilia. I want to go to all of Italy.
All of it.
I want to do a food tour.
Alex and I really want to go to Japan too.
Oh, me too.
All of it.
Yeah, and I want to see all of Greece too. But like Italy is my number one, and then Greece.
Greece is my number one, and then Italy. So you can plan the Italy trip, and I'll plan the Greece trip.
Okay.
I want to have a Mamma Mia summer.
Oh my God, I want to have the White Lotus Sicilia. I want to have a Montepulciano summer. All right. You say the next question.
What are my plans? It says
Natasha's plans.
What are Natasha's plans post-graduation? Also, where does she see herself a year from now? Oh, a lot of people ask me this question. Listen, nothing is solidified. I still have to take so I graduate beauty school. I completed my 1,000 hours. I will get my certificate, and then I will apply for the state board exam, which will take me a month. So I don't think I'll be able to take that test. I want to try to take it for my graduation party, but we'll see. But towards the end of August. I've been talking to a salon, and they have an assistant education program. I just needed more information on that. I'm at the top of their list, and that starts in September. So there's that. But I already have a lot of clientele. So I need to figure out if I can take clients there, if I need to rent a spot. I don't really want to rent. I would love to work commission. I don't know. But I feel like renting is going to have to be, or a sublease, whatever. So it's all really dependent on what the salon has me doing and how often I'm working, because I already have like 30 clients or more, 30 to 40 clients, and I got to figure out where I got to take them, because right now they're coming to my house after school, and I don't like that. That means I have to clean up my house all the time. And I don't have
The tools.
I don't have the tool. I don't have a sink to wash them.
Or like a nice chair so you don't have to bend over.
Yeah, I don't have a stool. I don't have a tray. I don't have any of that stuff. And I would like to keep that all separate and just be home.
Yeah.
But a year from now, my goal is to be working 3 days a week on hair, maybe 4 if I have to, if it's like a busy week. And doing social media and sewing, and I essentially ultimate goal is to have my own studio where I could take clients and sew and do a bunch of stuff there while keeping my home separate. But in California right now, it's pretty expensive to do all that. So we'll see. I did beauty school because I need supplemental income. So that's the goal. Work 3 days a week, pay all my bills, and then that way I can afford to do everything else I want to do.
Yes.
Even though I do love it and I have so much fun and I'm really good at it. So that's a plus.
Works out. Yeah. All right, next question. Christine, I just finished rereading Dan Brown's Inferno since traveling to Florence and Venice, and I watched your book talk from 12 years ago on Inferno as soon as I finished. My question is, what ranking would you give the Dan Brown books today, and who else would you cast instead of Tom Hanks as Robert Langdon? Now, I'm going to go backwards here, and for Robert Langdon, I'm going to be honest, I was probably picturing Brad Pitt when I was reading those books, okay, because I'm unhealthily obsessed with Brad Pitt, and I just think he's so beautiful and so fun as an actor on screen. I feel like he has this like really calm, like safe, like but like really cool guy energy, and I want to see that in, and also like a badass, and I like that as Robert Langdon. But he's getting a little old for the role. If I were going to cast it today, Jude Law.
Yes.
I think he would be great. And he really has that professor look going on. Like Jude Law in The Holiday kind of has a really like sexy professor vibe. That kind of vibe.
Mm-hmm.
In
And in
terms
the new Star Wars show, he was like a
sexy professor?
kind of. He's more like a swashbuckling pirate, but yeah.
If I was going to rate the Dan Brown books, my first is always Angels and Demons. It's fucking phenomenal. So good. If you haven't read Angels and Demons, so much fun. Also like so thought-provoking in so many different ways. It takes place at the Vatican, and there's like a bomb someplace in the Vatican, and he has to like decode all this shit to find it, and it's so good. And then under that, the Da Vinci Code. And then under that, I'm thinking Origin, the most recent one. And then under that, maybe Deception Point. And then under that, maybe the one with all the numbers on the cover. I can't remember. It's been so long since I read it. Inferno is like down. And then under Inferno, the one that takes place in Washington, D.C. with like the eye on it. Mm-hmm. I can't remember all their names anymore. Wow.
I can't help you there.
I know. But definitely top tier. You got Angels and Demons. And this is the order where you should read them. Angels and Demons, and then the Da Vinci Code. And then you can read Orange and whatever, whenever. But those are my top three.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Inferno was fun, though, too. It just wasn't the same.
All right. Will you two ever make more Twilight vlogs? Will you go to Forks again? Any more videos with you, Christine, and Amy? I know I'm living in the past, but I've always wanted to ask.
I think we'll go to Forks again.
I think we will be at Forks again, but yeah.
I hope so.
I also really want to stay at Bella's house in Oregon. Mm-hmm. And that will probably happen at some point. So yeah, I definitely like, I feel so rusty when it comes to vlogs. Like that feels weird to me to like have to kind of do that again. I don't like, like day in the life type of vlogs, but if we go back again, I'm going to try because I love having those, especially
I love
Forks.
having them too.
Like Christine and I, like probably, maybe I'll put them on my channel, but maybe they'll just go here too, since like Christine and I are like a unit now with the podcast. But
yeah, in general for vlogs too, like people are asking me like, are there going to be book 5 writing vlogs? Like, are you going to edit those? Why is that on your to-do list? And I'm like, I couldn't handle that with this because I've had back-to-back book deadlines for 2 different books. And like in general for my brain, like that's all I could handle on top of all my other job stuff. Mm-hmm. And I knew that if I did that, I would just be like so overwhelmed with the actual making of the vlog after. I'd just have all this footage and be really upset that I can't sit and edit it because I have to be posting on like the other socials like 3 times a week. Like that's just the reality of our life on social media right now. Mm-hmm. So it's just a lot, man. And we wish we could do everything, but we just don't have the resources.
Yeah.
To edit that, and even hiring an editor is expensive, and it's not
one that like understands
your style.
Our style.
Yeah. For those types of videos, like they're intricate, and then you end up doing lots of notes on the editing, and like it just ends up being a time-consuming thing. So anyway, hopefully we'll be back in Forks. All right. it's my turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Both Natasha and Christine, would you get another pet in the future? Did you grow up with pets? Did you want any pets other than / in addition to the dogs? I don't want any other pets. I love my dog, and I don't plan on getting another dog in the near future. But I did have a dog from age 17 to age 30, and his name was Chandler Bing. And he was my family dog, and I loved him so much.
Yeah.
He looked like a big version of Bellamy.
I grew up with cats, ragdolls, and specifically.
Specifics.
We had Toby, which was my parents' cat that they got before Alex and I were born. And he was kind of scary. And I didn't really I liked him, but I didn't really love him. And then we got Cosmo, if you guys have been here for a while, was my big, fluffy, chubby, ragdoll, beautiful cat. I had him from first grade until I think I was 25, 24. He lived a really long time, and I love cats. I love cats a lot. And then Alex and I got Nico. Technically, he is Alex's dog, but he has lived with me his entire life, and I am mom. And I want a cat. I want a cat, and Christine doesn't like that. And
Christine is allergic to cats, 7 out of 10. So she's... If I wasn't allergic to cats, like, I'd gone to the point that I was like, yeah, sure.
you know there are allergy shots that you could take?
Yeah, you know you have to take them every single day for weeks on end, and you could have an anaphylactic reaction at any point. I've gone down this rabbit hole.
I don't know what to do because half my friends are fucking allergic to, well, technically you're probably a little bit allergic to Nico. Like Chloe's allergic to Nico and like.
I'm not allergic to dogs.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know what to do because I want a cat and I'm going to get a cat and I don't know what to do because people are allergic and I like having people over. So we'll see when the time comes.
Yeah. All right. Your turn.
Shantae says I'm currently taking allergy shots, and this is true.
Yes.
Do you think the jump from 20 to 25 is more or less violent than the jump from 25 to 30 in terms of age? Asking as a 25-year-old.
All right, let me just tell you the jump from 25 to 30 is way more violent than 20 to 25.
For sure.
For sure. Like all of a sudden you're going into adulthood and it's there. It's real. There's no avoiding it.
Yeah.
Things are starting to happen with your body that are different. Your face, all of a sudden you're like, oh, should I be moisturizing? If you haven't yet.
I just think everyone around you is moving on too. Mm-hmm. Getting married, having kids.
Mentally, so much stuff.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot that you let go in that time and that you look for. And it's
a big transition period.
Yeah. But it's also exciting. Like Christine and I, we just did our 20s in review. Yeah. And
it's it's the best years of your 20s.
The best years.
Because you know more like what you're looking for and what you're not. And you are braver and bolder with your decisions. Mm-hmm. Whereas in the beginning, you're like, do I want to make this change? You're scared of all the changes. And you've been thrust into it and it's new and it's uncomfortable. And by the time you hit 25, you're starting to like be more comfortable with uncomfortable stuff, with change.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, Christine, what are the biggest takeaways you've learned from living with a partner? How do y'all still maintain your friendship? I hear you mention John every now and then post breakup. Me and my partner are long distance right now, and I'm nervous about moving in together in the future because our habits are so different, and worried that the spark won't last long if we do.
All right. So my big takeaways from living with a partner, I mean, in general, if you're long distance, I recommend you guys like rent an Airbnb together for a few weeks and just like practice living together and see how you like it, because that's a huge move. And if it doesn't go well, that's going to be fucking hard, like very hard, because you're moving from
stuck.
someone's moving far away, and that's going to suck if it doesn't work out. So I would recommend doing some sort of like Airbnb situation, a test, see how you guys like it. Because it is like a big change. Everyone is making compromises, like not on everyday like lifestyle things, but even just on like decor and like where you want to put things and who's going to do the chores. Like what I learned was that I don't want to move in with someone until I understand all of that stuff about them. And I know that there's nothing that I have flagged as something that could potentially be an issue, you know, because there's things like that just like are different, the different ways that we move through the world that I had kind of picked up on, but I was like, whatever, it'll change. You got to believe that it's not going to change. And will you be okay with that? Mm-hmm. Will you be able to live like that without like resenting the other person, without different stuff building up and coming between you? Can you communicate without feeling like awkward or passive aggressive about it? You know what I mean? Like you can't be in a place where you don't know that you will say something and they will say something if something's up. And you need to know that when you say, I need this to be able to live a comfortable like life in my apartment, that they will take that and be like, okay, what can I do to make this happen? Instead of being like, well, I can't do that. It's just not me, you know?
Yeah.
And you have to be the same way when they say, I need this thing. And you got to be like, okay, let me step back and see how I can make that happen so that we can live in harmony. And I think that's not something that I was very specific about going into it because I had never done it before. But it is so hard to come out of a relationship when you live together, like exponentially harder. Everything is intertwined. You've gotten rid of your shit because it doesn't fit. Like there's 2 apartments coming into one. So you have to divide up furniture. You have to buy new furniture. Like it's a lot. And how do we maintain a real friendship? I think John and I, when we broke up, it was during COVID. So we were living together. So we really learned how to live together as friends and while it was torturous because we couldn't get space, we were going through a really emotional time. It really allowed us to grow and learn how to live together, not as a couple, for those like 6 months while we were still in the same apartment.
Yeah. You guys had to really work together.
Yeah. And like, honestly, we had a really strong friendship. Like that's part of like why our relationship was so wonderful. Like, you know, you want to be able to say that like your partner is one of your best friends. And we really saw each other and knew everything about each other and understood each other. And I think that was also a really important like reason why we were able to stay in the same place even with COVID. Like even though COVID was forcing us, like I think we worked through it because of that. Very like understanding and empathetic of each other, and like putting kindness first all the time. But yeah, in general, our life, like the way we were moving through the apartment, like and mental health stuff, it just wasn't jiving. And but we maintained a friendship. Like we text, we watch Survivor together. We love movies. Like we love a lot of the same stuff, so we talk about that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, where are we?
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, it's my turn, right? To say the thing. Natasha, what is the craziest or most fun hairstyle, hair color, makeup that you've gotten to do since you started cosmetology school?
Honestly, it's got to be Becca's hair.
Oh, yes.
It's her calico. It's hard, guys. She's got this like block of blonde right in her front, a block of red. And then the whole diamond on like her crown is black. And then all underneath is red. And there's like a little black on this side. And I did it all. I've done it once. And then I refreshed and I kind of redid the whole thing last week. And to have it all going at one time is a lot.
A lot of math.
a lot of math, a lot of like putting cotton so that the black doesn't rinse into the red.
Oh shit.
And then because then you have to section it out, put on all the color for like the black and the red, and then I had to bleach her roots, and then you can't, because that bleached hair, if that touches the red or the black, it pulls those colors in there. Oh my god, no, it was such a fucking nightmare. And so I would say if I continue to do color block color, it is stressful. So I will just say that is the craziest, most stressful hair that I have done thus far. And I can tell you right now, no one in cosmetology school does that.
Yeah, it looked amazing though. You did such a good job.
Thank you.
Shantae said, will you stay friends when you have a new partner? And I didn't see that, but
yeah.
I think it's so dependent on the relationship, because like I could not imagine a world where I was not friends with John. Like I could not imagine like not having him in my life. And he said the same thing. So, but with my previous partner, I like could not imagine being friends because it would make me too anxious. So I think that's so dependent on like your specific relationship. And like, I don't know who my new partner will be when I hopefully find one. And hopefully we don't break up. How the conversation's
going to go.
When there's if I find like a new partner and I think they're great, I hope that they're the one, because I'm getting to the age where I want to find the one. Not that I wasn't before, but like especially now, like I don't want to fuck around. If that person, if I don't see long term, then I'm not going to be dating them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's been your favorite episode that you've recorded since starting the podcast?
Do you know what yours are?
No. You know what? Probably the Romance Con one, just because it was live.
That was so fun. Yeah,
it was super fun. But honestly, all the ones that you have up here are my favorite.
Yeah, I mean, Frankensteining Book Boyfriends will forever be one of my favorite episodes. We had so much fucking fun. I had so much fun making that episode by myself at night. I was like, and then the next day, hearing you guys like react to it because you didn't know what I was gonna say.
I think any of those episodes where we get to essentially
choose our own adventure, and literally we're just coming up with it on the spot. It's so fun. We're doing an improv exercise, which is always very fun. 30 lessons before 30, or 30 1 year lesson for every year of our 30s. Wait, but what's it like? You know the episode.
Yeah,
and then the 22 best moments of 2022, which was the year we started the podcast. So you hadn't heard all of our moments. So it was like the first time of us selling all these stories. It was so much fun. I just remember that episode. I was just like, we laughed our heads off. We got to tell stories about being abroad on our trip. And it was just so much fun.
It was really fun.
Yeah.
I also really liked reviewing like the every year in our 20s too, even though like it did give me a lot of anxiety kind of going back through and reliving stuff, but it was really nice, and I really like that we have that down now.
Yeah, for sure. I'm glad we did that too. All right.
Do you plan on doing BookCon after 2026 if there's another one, or have you moved on from the BookCon era? I need to meet y'all.
I think they were asking about 2026, right? But they just worded it.
Well, if there is another one. BookCon 2026 is happening.
Yeah, BookCon 2026 is happening in April of 2026.
And we will be there.
We
will
hopefully be there. It's not official. No. We really want to be there. But like we want to, we're hopefully going to go in some capacity, and if we are going, we're obviously going to let y'all know. We really hope to be there.
I honestly, in my opinion, that is our home. That is where...
It feels like our stomping ground. We really want to be there, yes. We're hoping to definitely be there.
Okay.
I'm excited to hopefully be there and meet everybody and meet all of you. Like, BookCon is such a special place for us. Like, I just have so many amazing memories in the Javits Center. I just love being there in the Javits Center. I love, like, going to the different areas where we take pictures. I love, like, the hall when it's, like, decked out with book stuff. Like, I just love it there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like how far we have to walk for food, but yes.
All right. I'm currently writing a thesis, kind of similar to a book. What does Christine recommend doing to combat some of the loneliness and isolation that's involved in research and writing? Honestly, it's very hard. I just call people on my breaks. Mm-hmm. That is the best thing that I've found to combat loneliness and having a dog does make it more complicated because you have to take breaks, but it forces you to take breaks.
Yeah.
I think that's good. I think if I didn't have Bellamy, like my mental health would be some kind of way.
I do think you were the most healthiest during this time as far as like getting out and doing things because you would literally just lock yourself away this last week, but you couldn't. So
yeah, I couldn't because
she was getting out and doing things like on her last day. I was like, oh, wow, you're actually leaving your house today?
I know. I'm like, I went and got a matcha. And I had to take Bellamy for walks because Bellamy's on a bunch of medication. So I couldn't be like, can you help? Like my daycare lady who's wonderful. I usually have him booked with her the last week so I could just sit and write nonstop. But I could not do that, which is why I was late.
Stop.
I was late on getting the book in. Mm-hmm. All right.
Oh, how excited is Christine to meet her niece or nephew? And what is Natasha's favorite love language?
What is your favorite love language? You go first.
I'm a touchy-feely person. I like little tickles. I like cuddles. I like hugs and sitting close to people. And I don't get that a lot. Alex does not like to be touched ever. Christine is not a cuddler.
Okay, I am with my partner. I'm just I'm very specific. I'm not.
But yeah, so I just don't because then she'll be like, I'm like, okay, I'm not touching you. So when, so that's how I receive love language. I'm also a acts of service girl. So, and that gets me in trouble a lot with my personality.
All right. I am very excited to meet my nephew. Crazy. I'm going to have a nephew.
This is crazy. This is weird.
It's weird to say nephew. I was like, nephew. My sister's having a boy. I don't know if you saw her video revealing it. It was really cute. But yeah, I'm very excited. I'm, excited.
Yep.
Not much to say. But I'm excited. I'm gonna be the second I hear about anything, I'm gonna be on a plane to New Jersey.
Are you gonna have are you gonna buy one just in around the due date or?
I don't know. I feel because changing your flight can be so iffy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because my book's coming out very close to that date. So there's going to be a lot going on. Mm-hmm. I feel like I should kind of wait till I have more of an idea because you never know.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Yeah. All right. What's been the most challenging part of your 30s so far, Natasha?
I'm only 31.
I'm only 31. Okay, you still have 2 years of 30s to draw on.
A year and a half, babe. Not even a half yet. The
year going to 30 is your 30th year. You're on your 32nd year.
What?
You're in your 32nd year of life.
I'm 31.
Yeah, but you've passed 31, so you're in your 32nd year of life.
I'm confused.
Do you know, when you hit 31, you were 31. But now you're edging towards 32. This will be your 32nd year once you hit it. You know what I mean? It always freaks me out when I think about that. But,
that doesn't seem right at all. I was 30 for a year, and I've been 31 for 5 months.
Well, you turned 31, but now you're
4
on
months.
The year that will be 32. You know what I mean?
not even on the halfway point up to 32 yet.
I know, but it's past 31 is all I'm saying.
Okay. Most challenging best part of your 30s. Probably just not caring and
Not
best
caring
part.
What do you mean? Yeah.
Best part is no one thinks I'm 30 when I went to school.
Okay, this isn't what the question is. It's the most
Everyone thinks
challenging
I'm in my early 20s. That's the best
No
part.
one thinks I'm 30 either.
Most challenging is doing things outside of what society thinks you need to be doing, like not having a partner, going back to school, doing all those things, and not being able to also support yourself financially has also been very challenging. Didn't think I would have that in my 30s, but you know what? Here we are. But I'm changing that.
Life ebbs and flows, and that's what you start to learn as you go older. Like as in our 20s, I feel like we start to take things like once we get to a point, we just think it'll be forever. I feel like that's just how we're built from when we're younger. Like you get your thing, and that's your thing forever. But in our day and age, with the internet and everything's up and down, everything fluctuates.
Yeah.
Technology is changing all the time. You never know. And it's put the millennials in general and down into this state where you just never know. But anyway, for me, it's been this ongoing existential fear of aging, because when you're in your 20s, you're like, I'm in my 20s. I've got all my 30s. And then once you hit 30, literally the second you hit 30, you're like, whoa, 40's there. It's on the horizon somewhere. It's just wait a minute, this is it. And you've got that thing where you're like, I want to be a full adult by the time this decade's done. I want to do all my shit before you start to get, quote, old. And then you see all of these things happening to people who are aging, and you're like, oh my God, I can't let that happen to me. And you're like, oh my God, what do I have to do to prevent it? Oh my God, I need to get in shape. I need to start taking care of myself. I need to do this. I need to do that. And it's just always kind of on your mind, especially now that I'm entering my mid 30s. It's this new fear. You have 5 years and you have to stay young. You have to stay on top of everything. All of a sudden you're like, wait a minute. This is the age where people are like, you have to start getting these sort of checks. You have to go to this doctor. You have to try this doctor. You know people who have different things have happened to them in their late 30s. It all of a sudden life is feeling very, very real. And I've been having a lot of anxiety about that. And just trying not to think about it all the time. But if I hear anything about anyone having some sort of medical issue, I start spiraling out of control. And I don't like it. I don't like thinking about it. And I know when my mom was 35, now when I look back, she was so young. So I don't know why me being 35, I'm like, this is it. I'm not 35 yet. I'm still 34. But I'm gonna turn into it.
So are you in your 36th year?
Not yet. I'm in my 35th year. It will be 35, but I'm in that year, and it's scary. But you know what makes me feel better? Taylor Swift's already 35.
She's going on.
She's gonna be 36 at the end of the year.
Yeah. She's doing
it's
it
so
for
weird
you.
that 36 kind of feels like a nicer number than 35. 35 is half of 70, and I hate it.
Oh, didn't think about it that way.
Oh, I have.
Okay. 25 is half of 50.
Shantae says, I turned 37 in June and have been existential crisising since. Yes, I'm so sorry that you're existential crisising as well. I think it's unavoidable at this age. I think it's really when everyone who hasn't had it yet starts crisising.
I caught myself in the middle of a conversation with my aunt. She was sitting in my chair. I was doing her hair. And I literally was telling her how my doctor visit went. And I was like, yeah, this is starting to show up. And because, she's family. And then I was like, and then she was sharing things about her health. And I'm like, oh my God, Auntie, we sound old. Why are we just talking about our health and doctors?
I don't like it. Don't like it. All right. Next question for Natasha. Would love to hear your tips on dealing with grief.
The person who asked this said that her mom passed last year, and I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh Lord. I don't love this question. I don't love that I have to always.
Do you want to pass on it?
No, I don't have. It's fine. I just want to let people know that asking someone how they deal with grief, and while I understand that you're going through it and it's very fresh, is not always a kind question. And I just want you to be more aware of that, because I do unfortunately get this question a lot in my DMs, and sometimes has happened where I've tried to counsel people and I just can't do that. But it's been 5 years since my mom passed, and dealing with grief, you just have to let it happen. You can't ever put the floodgates, like you can't close the door on the floodgates. You just kind of have to let them go. Like you'll be doing something and something will remind you of them inevitably, and you just kind of have to feel it. And whether you're comfortable in that moment sharing, then share it. Or if you don't, then wait. But grief is really hard. It's not, it's going to be with you your entire life. Everything will remind you of that very important person that you've lost, and that's okay. That's life. We live and we die. And I just know that at the other side of her death, I've experienced so much joy and peace. And that's because I dealt with a very, very toxic situation with her. And I'm grateful I had her. But I also can acknowledge that there is still grief in the peace. And it's a weird conundrum. So I think just allowing yourself to feel all spectrum of human emotions is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well put.
Thanks. Okay. Christine, since you just finished the first draft of your 5th novel, what's your process? What things are you looking for when editing your first drafts? I always have a hard time focusing on the things I need to be changing on the first pass.
All right. I think the hardest thing to do in your first pass is to really grasp the arc of your lead characters. Like you have it, but it's hard to really nail it in home for your reader that first pass, because you're still getting to know your characters and how they interact as you write it. And I find that's the first thing I'm concentrating on. I'm like, okay, do we know exactly where she is at the beginning? Does everyone understand that? And do you feel the growth at the end of the book? So I would concentrate on the emotional arc of your characters, because that is ultimately what is going to affect the reader when they read. Like you want to see the character grow, and like that's what the book's about. You want to see them change. And that's what I'm excited to go back in on. I know with book 4, that was like something I really worked very hard on, because I kept getting a little confused. Like, is this where she is? Or like, is this where she is? Like, what is the main thread that I want a reader to feel when they're going through this with her? And it's hard to grasp that until you've even read the second. I think in the 3rd draft is when I really am able to change that. And you want to make sure your emotional beats are hitting, and you're going to recognize that after you're reading your second draft. So the second draft is kind of a clusterfuck. So don't put too much pressure on yourself. Just like you want to get to know your book better, you want to read it again and make it better as you go. If something's not hitting, then write it down and to address it, and you might not be able to address it until you can read the whole book again, until you have the scope of what the book is. But just write it down. Like, I need to go back and look at this. Something's not working. There's some emotional beat isn't hitting. That is really what you're reading for in the first draft. The big overarching plots. And I know that I usually first you want to lock in your lead, but like I'm excited to go back for my love interest because he's got a great arc, but I couldn't completely concentrate on it because I had to figure out my lead first. So I will go back and like really make sure his arc is arcing and not being like bloop 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 bloop. Oh, I'm making an arc with my with my hand for the readers, and not like being like a spiky line. You know, make sure everything's there. If that made sense.
Yes. What do you feel about like when you have your test readers? What do you like looking for in that?
So with test readers, I'm really looking to see if like how did you feel when like the plot twists happen? Because they're like every book that's part of like the outline, like there's like little plot twists throughout it that like kind of surprise the reader. I'm not talking about like big, like I'm not talking about like fucking we were liars. I'm talking about like something happens that changes the way you're looking at things. Like, so how are they reacting in this? Are they reacting at all? Like, are they feeling emotional at different beats? And for me, what's really important too is like, are you laughing? Like, do you feel like you're having a good time? Like, is the pacing working for you? Are you getting bored? Like that sort of thing. Like, I want to make sure it's always moving and people are happy or feeling something. And there's no place where you're like getting caught in the weeds because you're like, I don't really care.
That makes sense because that's what I do for you.
All right. Where would you hope to see yourself in 10 years? This question always scares me now.
No, it's manifestation. It's fine.
I don't believe in that.
What do you mean you don't believe in manifestation?
I feel like it's a lie. I feel like I feel like keeping it to myself works better than telling the world.
Well, how are people supposed to support you or help you if you don't tell them where you want to go?
Well, that's not what I mean, like, in general. I just mean, like, things that are more luck-based than people-based. I feel like manifesting, the universe says, fuck you.
That's just your superstition coming into play.
Well, what are yours?
See myself in 10 years. Career, life, relationships. Oh, boy, oh, boy. That's the thing. It's like, I know what I want for my, I feel like I know what I want for my career. I know that I want to accomplish, like I said, I would like to have a studio where I can do all the things, have like a lovely clientele, make wedding gowns, have like, be a designer. I would love to do that. I hope that Christine and I are still doing this podcast.
We are going to still be doing this. And we're going to have a much
World
larger
tour.
audience so that we can do tours.
I want to write a book. I think even writing a book with Christine, if she would ever let herself let loose of her
Not
control.
there yet.
You know what? A big, humongous goal is definitely being able to work on a movie set in some sort of capacity. If that is, maybe,
Did you do costuming?
I don't know though, but like why? I don't know if I want to be a worker on a movie set or I want to help a story come to fruition that I am or helping to be in control of. Like, I think like a huge career goal would be like Christine and I starting a studio together or something like that, where we can help move forward stories that are important to us as we get older. I don't know. That's just something that I've thought about. Relationship wise, I guess I'd like to be married.
Yeah. I mean,
but
I'm like to be married, have found the one.
Yeah, I would like that. That would be nice. And have a home.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I know what I want. I want to find my partner in the next like year. I'm ready. I am about to get back on the fucking apps, and I'm like, I'm in a mindset where I'm like, I am gonna fucking find my person. Like, I feel very confident in like myself as a person. I feel like I'm not fucking playing around.
This is a business plan, and we're gonna find him.
I'm fucking ready.
Get out
I
of
am
here.
gonna make one of those fucking TikToks, like where it's like, this is my dating application. If you want, like, I'm doing that.
Yeah.
If you're
like
interested. But submit. But I want to be a successful author who doesn't have to like necessarily be on as tight of a writing schedule as I am right now. Like, I love that I've been hired to do books, but it would be lovely to be able to like write a book a year, or like a book every year and a half, and also do my other jobs. I would love for our podcast to be at a point where it can sustain our bills. Like,
Yeah.
that is the goal. I would love to have a house that I own with my partner that I'm gonna have. And I would love to have been either worked on adapting one of my things into a movie or TV show already, or be working on it. You know, I want that to be in the pipeline. Like, one of my all-time goals is like to have one of my books become a visual thing, movie or TV. Yeah, and have a hand in it somehow. And yeah, I want to still be writing books and have found like a loyal readership where like maybe I don't have to worry about posting 24/7 leading up to the release nonstop and in like an anxiety spiral. But like I am so grateful for the readership I have right now. I have the most lovely, wonderful people supporting me, and I'm so lucky to have y'all. I can't stress enough how amazingly supportive everybody is when I put out a book, and I'm so grateful for all your like pre-ordering and like liking of my posts and like coming out to my events. Like, that is everything. I'm just, you know, I'm still at that point where I'm like always just hustling, and it would be nice to get to a point where I'm hustling but like I could sleep.
Yeah.
Do you prefer the originals or Taylor's versions now that she owns them all? Specific songs that are better in one versus the other?
Oh. Well, you should answer this.
All right. Well, there's one original that I love better than the Taylor's version, and that is Better Than Revenge.
Yeah.
She's better known for the things that she does on the mattress. Whoa, is a classic. It is of its time. At the time we all died, we were like, oh my God. And to like whatever she replaced it with, I can never remember it. And it's just not as good. It's not as fun. It's not as like, oh, I'm 18, you know, like 19. That's when she wrote that.
I know. I feel like the sad thing is I fell in love with Red when she re-released it. So there's
That's not
definitely
sad.
nothing.
That's great.
So there's definitely nothing from that album that I would go back on. But I mean, I feel like her original, even though we don't have, are we just literally talking about Taylor's version versus originals?
Yeah.
I mean, I think some of the stuff from 1989 too, I just like better.
The original's better.
Yeah. I love the new songs. I don't care for the re-recordings of 1989. I think I love the originals.
See, I kind of had the thing where I fell in love with 1989 almost this time around, you know? Like,
Wow.
I mean, I was already being brought in before it came out. But the bonus songs were so fucking good It made and they filled in the blanks. Like it filled in these gaps in the story of the original album in such a beautiful way. I think that I like television better. All right. Do you have a question you want to pick?
Just because this is like, this one was about me. Can I answer one about me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Natasha, how did you motivate yourself to take the plunge and go to cosmetology school? How do you work up courage to take these big life steps? Also, congrats on almost graduating. Thank you. By the time this episode is out, I will be graduated.
Yes.
Motivate myself to take the plunge. I've always wanted, there's so many little, I feel like, there's so many things I want to accomplish. And I just said to myself when I quit Amaryllis a couple of years ago that I was like, what if I just fuck around and go back to cosmetology school? Like, what if I just do it just to have something, because I know I love it and I'm good at it. And I just want to be a full, like, well-rounded individual. I think a lot of it is because I kind of have to come up with things that, because I don't have a place to land. Like, I have family, but I don't have parents that'll come in and help me if I need a place to fall. Mm-hmm. And so I need to be able to create those things for myself so that I have backups.
Yeah.
And that's just what it was. I've done a lot of the things, and I know I don't like sitting behind a computer. I know I love working with my hands. I know I love creating beauty and helping people feel beautiful. And I've always wanted to do it. And then I just was too scared when I was 18 because I was scared of the practical exam. I was scared of school. I was fresh out of, dropping out of high school, and I hated school because of trauma in my family. So I never really got to experience a healthy school environment. And so I'm so glad I waited and I did it now. I had such a wonderful experience. I think anyone should go back to school in their 30s. Honestly, it was so much fun. And I loved being the mom of the group and being able to help anyone and the girls and help them like realize what they wanted to do, who they wanted to be, and give them any of my knowledge and wisdom is always makes me feel good. So I had so much fun, and that was a plunge. I just have to take these big steps to be able to support myself. And if I want to do something, no one else is going to do it for me. I have to do it myself. And that's everyone. Like, to be able to do it, you have to decide and then do it. Mm-hmm. And then if it doesn't work out, that's okay. Just try something else.
Yep.
Move on, and something will hit.
Yeah, I'm so glad that you got to go back and have a school experience that you really loved.
Yeah. It was so much fun.
I feel like people kind of undersell school in that way, because it is like so transformative. To like really submerge yourself in learning with a group of people who really care about the thing that you care about.
That's so true.
And yeah, I'm so like grateful that I got to have that, and it was really moving just hearing you talk about it. I'm so glad that you got to do it and have that experience. So
me too.
I just saw that Frank asked a question in here that we didn't answer. Do you have a must do before 40 list? But I don't. It's too future. Thank you all so much for submitting your questions. There are some more, and we will save them for our bonus AMA that will be on the Team Edward tier.
Yes.
All right, here we go. Merry Kiss Cliff.
Okay. I didn't choose anything for this, but I feel like what we're gonna do. Okay. Mary Kiss Cliff. Mm-hmm. A couch rotting night.
Oh. I thought you were talking about a literal rotting couch when you started saying it.
Couch rotting night.
Okay.
A really fire writing session night.
Ooh.
or a wonderful, joy-filled hangout with your friends night.
Ugh, what are you doing? All right. Well, the couch rot's going off the cliff.
What?
Yeah. Fire writing night, friends, couch rot.
Okay. Well, what are you marrying?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know. This is so hard. Being with friends every single night for the rest of my life, that's a lot of extroversion. I need my alone time. I feel like I'd marry the fire writing night, but like I would kiss my friends all the time, like every once a week at least.
I feel like that makes sense for you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm choosing friends night. I'm marrying the friends night.
Okay.
Because, you know, I'm an extrovert and I talk to everyone.
Yes.
I talked to like 5 people today on the phone. That's
a lot.
I know. Well, now that I'm at school, have been at school, Kayla calls me in the morning. I talk to her on the way in. I talk to you on the way out. Then when I get home, Kayla called me again. Talk to my grandma. It's a lot of, and called Alex on the way home. Forgot about that, even though I live with him. There's a lot of people. Okay, so hanging out with friends, going to be marrying that. I'm kissing, rotting on the couch because I need that time, and I guess I'm going to cliff fire writing night because I have not experienced that yet.
It's a beautiful thing. Oh my God. All right. That was fun. Thank you all so much for joining us for our AMA 2025. Your questions were wonderful. We appreciate them so, so much. And if you don't already, we love it if you followed us on social media.
Oh, yeah.
We are at Those Forking Fangirls on Instagram. We are at Those Forking Fangirls on TikTok. We are at Those Forking Fangirls on YouTube, where our episodes are posted every single Friday. Our episodes are edited by Emma and Vagard, Christine, Riccio Natasha Polis, and Alex Polis. And our vocals are done by Heather Traska, and our music is done by Cole Jenkins. We are off to go record Fangirl Tea Time, and that is available at Team Jacob and Up. So go hit up the Patreon if you want to hang with us. We love our patrons, and we will see you all next week. Thank you so much. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Oh, I'm Christine. And that's Natasha.
I'm Natasha.